Tonight's homework is on systems of equations, solving those systems graphically. So our objective is I can solve a system of equations graphically. And today in class we talked about 3 different forms, whether it would be no solution, those lines would be parallel, one solution, those lines would cross at one point, or infinitely many solutions. Those were where you had the same exact equation written in 2 different forms and those lines completely overlapped one another. Tonight, what I'd like to actually look at is a word problem involving a system of equations. So let's take a look. A1 taxi service charges $5 for pickup plus $1 per mile for a taxi ride. All About Town taxi service charges $1 for pickup and $2 per mile for their taxi ride. Write an equation for the total charges Y for a ride that covers X miles for each taxi service. So let's take a look at A1. A1 charges $5 for pickup, that's a one-time fee, plus $1 per mile. If we're talking about X miles, $1 per mile would be 1X, plus your pickup fee of $5 equals your total charge Y. Y equals 1X plus 5. And I wrote it in this format so that it would be in slope-intercept form and we could quickly go ahead and graph that. So Y equals 1X plus 5. We know our Y-intercept is 5, so we start our graph at 0, 5. 1 is 1 over 1, so this is just a quick reminder. You know the number in front of X is your slope. You know the constant in the equation is our Y-intercept. So I plotted my y-intercept 0, 5, and now I'm going to use my slope to find the rest of my pattern of points. 1 is the same as 1 over 1. We always know a positive slope. We go up, so that's up 1, and the bottom number always tells us to the right one. Up 1, right 1. So 1, 6 would be a point on that line. 2, 7 would be a point on that line, and so on. And so you would continue your beautiful pattern of points all the way across the page. That's what we have encouraged. And then you would graph your line and you would label it Y equals 1X or X plus 5. Arrow on the right end because you're not going to have a negative number of miles or a negative total charge. That's why I'm just dealing with the first quadrant. Now let's go ahead and look at All About Town. All About Town charges $1 for pickup, so that's its initial fee is $1, and $2 per mile. Our number of miles is X, so that would be 2X. So Y, the total charge, will be 2X plus that initial fee of $1 for the pickup. Again, we know the 2 must be our slope, and the 1 is our y-intercept. We have it in the form y equals mx plus b. Y equals the slope times x plus the y-intercept. So again, we started our y-intercept, so we plot 0, 1. So for pickup, All About Town is quite a bit cheaper. However, the slope is $2 per mile. That means 2 over 1. The rate of change is 2 over 1. Up to right 1. So because this has a greater rate of change or a greater slope, it's actually going to be a steeper line and it's going to become more expensive, I believe, fairly quickly. So if we go up to right 1, that means 1, 3. After 1 mile, you're paying $3. After 2 miles, you're paying $5. After 4 miles, you're paying $7. $2 each additional mile. So it appears as though, oops, sorry, it was after 3, it was 7. 4 is 4, 9. Little misspeak there, so sorry. So this is our All About Town, and we've graphed that one. And Y equals 2X plus 1 is the equation for that one. Those lines intersect at 4, 9. So that means after 4 miles, they're both paying $9. And so the solution to this system is 4, 9. And in a real life problem, they're going to want to know what that solution actually means. So our solution was 4, 9. You keep in mind that X was miles. And the Y was the total charge in dollars. For what distance is the charge the same for both companies? So they're saying here, 4, 9, they both charge the same. So that means, oh, for what distance? Oh, 4 miles, they both charge the same amount. They both will charge $9. What is the charge for a ride of that distance? $9. And that's how we interpret a solution for a system that we solve graphically that's based on some sort of a word problem or what New York State might consider a real life situation. So this would be after 4 miles, both companies charge $9. Hopefully that was helpful to everyone. Try to have a good night. Take care. Bye.